Okay, welcome. Thank you for joining. My name is Mona Cabrera and I'm the Registered Dietitian here at Hoag Health Foothill Ranch, California. Thanks for joining another easy, healthy recipe here. Little housekeeping things for you. If you're new, welcome. Thanks for watching in on a Tuesday afternoon here. Today's gonna be easy. The recipe should be in, you should be able to pull it up, and going forward we'll have the recipes there before our show. In case you want to cook with me live, you are more than welcome to do that, and that would be great. If you like any recipes, share it with your friends, family, hit the save button so you don't lose them. All my recipes are under our playlist titled Lifestyle, Healthy Lifestyle, so you'll find those there. And if you're new to our channel, thanks for joining today. And the little bell below is our subscription. You can hit that little bell and you'll get notifications when we are coming on live. So let me just tell you a little bit. We have every day, mostly every day, something going on in this room. We have 9 o'clock a.m. Exercise classes with Rebecca, from stretch and stability to more intense, maybe boot camp. There's also some yoga on Thursdays with Ali. There's also mindfulness Mondays with Ali at 12 o'clock. And then every other Tuesday, there's a nutrition topic that I do. It's about 10-15 minutes, really short blurbs on some nutrition topics. So let's get started. Today's recipe is Greek inspired. I love this recipe because it's great to use for a meal planning. Maybe you're packing your lunch every day to work, and this is something that you can make ahead of time and then eat it throughout your week and keep you focused on your health goals and really keeping the stress around your food choices really low. We got a lot of other stress going on in life, so if we keep the food stress low and not having to make a lot of decisions around our food choices during the day, the more successful we are with our health goals and reaching our health goals. So keeping it really low stress. And so as I go through the recipe, I'll talk about modifications and ways to make it really easy if you're really short on time or energy. We just can keep it really easy, but yet pack our lunch to work or have a meal for your family, however you want to use it. So let's talk about the ingredients next. So a little Greek inspired. So we are having tzatziki dip for a little side on it. And so that tzatziki dip is going to be made with a Greek yogurt. So get your Greek yogurt that you like, a little bit of garlic, lemon, and dill, and salt and pepper. That will be your tzatziki. If you don't want to make it yourself, you can always pick up a tzatziki from the grocery store. So don't worry about using those convenience items at the grocery store. They're there to make our life easier. So you can also pick that up if you don't have time to make it yourself. But if you make some one day, you'll have enough for 4 days or 4 servings. So it's easy to make. The next thing is chicken. It does have chicken as its protein. So lots of options here. Of course, you don't have to use chicken. You can use protein of your choice, but we're doing chicken today. So let's say you're making this on a Sunday for your work lunches. Just make a barbecue up a bunch of chicken. Maybe you're doing chicken breasts, or you can cook a whole chicken in the oven. You can bake your chicken breast, whichever way you want to get chicken on your plate. This recipe does use chicken breast, 3 chicken breasts, and some dill, rosemary, basil, salt and pepper, and lemon, and it's baked in the oven. But if you have barbecue and you have a lot of chicken left over, use that. However you want to add your protein. I have my chicken cooked ahead of time and I sliced it up here, so that's some chicken breast. If you're not going to be cooking chicken and you want to keep it really easy, pick up a rotisserie chicken at the grocery store and use that for your chicken. If you are going more plant-based, you can use your tofu. And if you want to do fish, salmon's great with this recipe. So a lot of modifications here. So we got our chicken. So the recipe will have the instructions if you want to cook chicken. Chicken breast, 3 medium chickens with dill, rosemary, and basil. Otherwise, use your chicken the way you cooked it on the barbecue or in the oven, or you picked up a chicken. The next thing is the roasted cauliflower is in this recipe. So roasted cauliflower was once believed like just that boring white vegetable, right? Well, it's become very popular with the keto diet out there and the paleo diet. It has a lot of nutrients. I love this vegetable. It's not just white, it is packed with a lot of nutrients. So let's talk a little bit about that. Lots of fiber, lots of antioxidants, and those compounds are gonna fight oxidative stress and reduce inflammation and decrease our risk of health conditions like heart conditions, for example. Lots of fiber, it's gonna be very filling and help prevent chronic illnesses as well. It's low glycemic, so great for diabetics, any vegetable, right? But this one is very low in the glycemic index. Let's see, it is high in vitamin C and B6 and has a lot of other vitamins, but in a smaller amount, but mostly vitamin C and B6. So lots of fiber in it, and eating a diet high in fiber helps us manage our weight as well, which also helps reduce our risk of heart disease. So use that cauliflower. So let's talk about how we're gonna cook this. So you can do it different ways. When you're cooking your chicken in the oven, you can also get a fresh cauliflower, cut it up into little florets. So try to make them as even as you can. So you cut them all up and put it on sheet pan. So you're gonna roast the cauliflower at the same time that you are cooking your chicken. And you just cut it up, you can drizzle a little bit of olive oil on it and salt and pepper if you need, and then you would roast it. You can also, the other option, more for those with less time, don't like to spend a lot of time in the kitchen, but you want to get your vegetables, use your frozen cauliflower from the frozen department, little florets, so you can pick those up, or you can just use cauliflower rice. So from either the freezer or the fresh section and cook up some cauliflower rice. So today we got our cauliflower florets roasted. They always come out so amazing when they're roasted. So that's one of our vegetables here. Lots of nutrients, not just a white boring vegetable. So really, again, keep it as simple as you want. You don't have to fuss with the fresh and cutting it and cooking it and all that work. Go with the frozen. Keep it really simple. The most important thing is that you're getting your vegetables on your plate. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, I'm gonna check here. I have the chat box up. I forgot to mention, if you have a question, just put it in the chat box and I can see that. Let's see, let me pull that up. Okay. Okay, I got the chat box here. Sorry about that. Okay. And just let me know if you have any questions anytime. If you want to tell me where you're joining from today, I'd love to hear where you are tuning in from. So let's make our tzatziki sauce right now. So calls for a cup of plain Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is a great source of calcium and protein, very high in protein. So I love to use that for lots of things. I was raised on a Mediterranean diet, so we do eat a lot of Greek yogurt with our plates and tzatziki sauce. Okay, so let's get a cup. Got our cup here. Just measure out a cup. Okay, so let's put it in a bowl. Can you see that? Let's see, let's move this one. put it in a bowl here. I had some paper towels here. Okay, so we got a cup of the Greek yogurt. Now we need half a medium English cucumber or 3/4 cup cucumber. I like the Persian or the English for this. Less water in them. So I already chopped the cucumbers. I got the Persian ones here. So 3/4 cup. Let's just make sure they're small. You do want them to be small. So a quick chop of 3/4 cup. I'm just gonna eyeball the 3/4 cup. Okay. Now we're going to put in a teaspoon and a half of our dill. So this is a fresh dill. Can you see that? Okay, so fresh dill. I already chopped a tablespoon and a half, so I'll be adding that. If you don't have fresh dill, maybe you have it in your dried herbs. But if you don't have it, you can use some substitutions. You can use rosemary. Let's see what else you can use. Rosemary, I think, is the best, but don't worry if you don't have it. We'll go on. If you don't have it, you don't have nothing to substitute, don't worry. We need some garlic and lemon, giving it a lot of flavor. If you want to use powdered garlic, you can do that as well, or 1 crushed garlic. And I forgot to bring my crusher here, so I like fresh, so I'm going to put some fresh in there. But like I said, use your convenience, use your powder. Healthy meals don't have to take a long time when we use some convenient items, right? It takes a little bit longer to get your fresh garlic out and peeled and crushed. So if you're short on time, use your powder. You're still gonna get the flavor. Okay, so I crushed 1 garlic clove. I think I'm going to use the powder because I don't want it in chunks. So unfortunately I don't have the crusher. So we have a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic, just a little bit. And now our lemon juice, 1 tablespoon. I got a lemon here. If you don't have a fresh, just use, maybe have some in the refrigerator that you bought at the store. So 1 tablespoon. Okay, and we have our dill in there, a little bit of pepper. A little shake there and a little shake of salt. Okay, let's mix that up. Let me come closer to the camera so you can see it. Can you see that? So we're just mixing that. This Faya is a pretty thick yogurt. Sometimes I'll add a little bit of water in it to just change the consistency a little bit. If you like it thick, that's great. If you want it a little bit thinner, add a little bit of water. Okay, so we got our tzatziki dip. This is a great dip to use at parties too, for dipping veggies. Okay, so now let's assemble our bowl. Let's get to it. We need this meal. Let's go. Okay, so the We're gonna assemble our bowl now in a plate. Don't need this. Okay, so we have our bowl. It's time to eat. So we have some cherry tomatoes in this Greek bowl. So really easy, convenient. Pick up cherry tomatoes, cut them in half. We're also going to have some sliced red onion and sliced cucumber, a little bit more, adding a little bit more vegetables. Make a high fiber bowl, plenty of protein to keep us satisfied, and then some carbohydrates. We're going to add some pita bread. So it's a very balanced meal. Going to keep you energized and satisfied because there's so much flavor and plenty of protein and fiber. Now we're gonna slice a cucumber. So we got just these Persian ones are easy. Don't need to peel them. So when you cook your chicken, you can either shred it or dice it, whichever way you want to eat your chicken. So let's put our chicken on our plate now. I have it in slices. I'll put 3 ounces. So you just assemble your bowl and then your meal is ready. You're pulling out the chicken and the cauliflower out of the oven and then assemble it. And so if you're using this for meal prep for your lunch during the week, you can just put it in some Tupperware and every morning you grab it and you're out the door. You're not thinking about what's for lunch, you just know that you have your food ready to go. Okay, so now we need sliced red onion. Got a red onion, I'm gonna slice it. If you don't like red sliced raw onion, you can skip it or add just a green onion. So now we're gonna add some of that to our bowl. Can you see that? So you can assemble it. And let's add some cauliflower, roasted cauliflower here. So the way the recipe is written, it's 4 servings out of the whole thing. Okay, and now we're also going to add some sliced black olives. Gotta have some olives in our Greek food, right? So I just got a can. And they're already diced, didn't have to fuss with anything, really easy. Some healthy fats there. And now for our tzatziki, and you're ready to eat. So let's see, we're gonna put it right by our chicken. Okay, if you wanna drizzle a little bit of olive oil on your tzatziki, put a little extra dill, you can do that. A little drizzle here. And we've got a little bit of dill here. Okay, that is it. You can see how easy that is. We do need our bread. So I got a whole wheat pita bread. It is encouraged to eat whole grains half the time, but if you're feeling like a white pita bread, you go for it. If you're feeling like pita chips, you go for it. So, you pick what you like. Not everything on our plate has to be, 100% the healthiest for us. It does have a place. Let's say if you're gonna have pita chips, maybe you really like that crunch. It's really gonna serve you in your meal as more satisfaction. You're gonna be pleased with your meal and very happy. So use what you like. I love wheat bread, pita or whatever. So I got the wheat, but definitely you pick what you need to make a happy bowl for yourself. So let me show you up close what our bowl looks like. And then we can taste it. There's so much flavor in this. With the garlic and the lemon. So can you see that? Let's see. There we go. Lots of different colors, lots of fiber, protein, a lot of nutrients, calcium from our yogurt, lots of antioxidants, lots of fiber, so it's going to be a very filling meal and provide you with lots of nutrients, lots of fiber. If you're maybe you have high cholesterol and you're looking to reduce your cholesterol, eating meals very high in fiber is going to help. So let's taste this. I wish I could share it with you all. Let's get some chicken, tzatziki, and a tomato, and an olive. And I need some cauliflower. I love it. And this is my type of food. I hope it is yours too. And if it's not, maybe you'll try it out and love it as well. Maybe you've been to Greece and you fell in love with the country and the food and the culture. Here you go. This is going to be a great Greek plate for you. That's it. So you can see how easy it is to make a healthy meal. It's not very complicated. It doesn't take a lot of time in the kitchen, especially if you're not going to cook your chicken and you're not going to be cutting up like cauliflower. Just keep it easy. Whatever is easiest for you, make your modifications. If you ever do modify it, come back and tell me how you changed it up in the comments. I'd love to hear. Okay, the recipe is complete. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll be here. I can see the chat box. So the most important thing is just keeping it really easy, and that's what I always try to stress here is we want healthy meals, but we want them fast and easy. And so this is what I try to bring you on our channel here, because we're all busy and maybe you have children at home now during the summer and you are running around, but if you meal prep a little bit of this, you'll be able to pull the chicken out and all the veggies out and quickly assemble your bowl. Kids love to assemble bowls and throw whatever they like on it and get creative as well. So it's very family friendly. So that's it. I don't see any questions today. I want to thank you guys all for joining. I will be back next week again. Tomorrow is Thursday. There's going to be yoga at 12 o'clock with Ali right here at noon. It's always a nice gentle stretch going into the end of the week. Hopefully you can join us, and I will see you all next week. Until then, have a great afternoon.